How do you measure your value? As you focus on your breathing and go inward, whether your eyes are open or closed, I would invite you to simply consider this question. How do you measure your value? We get so encouraged to depend on validation from others. And I'm not trying to suggest that we are totally autonomous and we don't need anyone for anything. But that's something that we'll consider as we go inward and as we expand. So I'd like you to focus on your feet and on extending roots into the earth through your ankles and through your feet, and you're unwinding through your ankles and calves and knees and thighs and hips. Literally, you're opening up more breathing space. Imagine a grounding cord off the base of your spine as you release through your hips and your lower back. And you can use that grounding cord to let go of anything you don't want to hold on to. Any anxiety, frustration, anger, sadness, anything. Imagine it pours out of you, creating more breathing space for you to take in whatever it is you wish to embody, you wish to fill up with for this day, this afternoon, this evening, this night, or even as you prepare to sleep. So between the roots and the grounding cord, you already have two incredible resources for releasing and letting go of that which no longer serves you. And imagine that every breath is refreshing you. And as you exhale, you're letting go. You're letting all the breath go, all the carbon dioxide, which too no longer serves you. And imagine you're breathing into your heart. And as you exhale, you're allowing your heart to relax. You're lifting any weight off of your heart. You're allowing your heart to expand. There's a song from Rent, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee. How do we measure our lives? The end of that song goes measure your life in love. Well, what if that's a basis for valuing ourselves? Not by, well, how much have I accomplished today? Or whose approval have I gotten today? So that I know I'm okay, so that I know I'm valuable somehow, I'm valued. What would happen if the measure of value that we have for ourselves is kindness? How kind were you today? Or how kind do you choose to be with the day that spreads out before you? Because our lives are journeys. We are always in process. Yet we are encouraged to think of ourselves as products or machines that produce. Well, what have I produced today? Did I produce enough? And so imagine you're breathing in kindness just for fun. And imagine that whatever increment of time you would like to choose, a minute, an hour, 3 hours, what if you measure it in kindness? How kind are you to yourself? How kind are you to others? How open are you to really listen, to hear what it is they have to say? Or to really share what it is you have to say. What if you measure your value by playfulness? How playful were you today? Or do you choose to be with what stretches before you? How focused or determined or joyous or loving to yourself and to others? And imagine with every breath you take, literally you're increasing in value. You're banking your own gold. Well, what is your gold? What do you bring? Your compassion, your intellect, your sensitivity, your brilliance. Well, what does your brilliance look like? It does not need to look like anyone else's. So imagine with every breath, you're valuing your gold. And perhaps you don't even know how to define that or need to. You are valuable just by being who you are amidst the chaos and confusion of what it can mean to be human. It's a messy job, have you noticed? And that's okay. And every breath, expanding the possibilities for you, really allowing yourself to shift how you think of yourself as you breathe in joy, playfulness, courage, compassion, your gold, your brilliance. Banking that so that you have it to share and that you also allow yourself to receive it. And so, my wish for you is that this day, this afternoon, this evening, this night, you may value yourself on your own terms, that you may share that gold that you have with others, knowing that that isn't giving it all away, it isn't emptying the bank, it's an investment. Giving out kindness, you invite kindness back in. Having compassion for others, you invite compassion. If you're willing to give it to yourself, in this unfolding process, in this interchange, it isn't about trying to prove anything. It isn't about trying to prove your value. It is acknowledging and honoring your value, what makes you special, you unique, because you are, we all are, which is another one of the amazing gifts that it is to be human. And so, with every breath, as you celebrate your humanness, as you celebrate your own value, as you claim your own gold and breathe and shine your gold, may your journey unfold beautifully, joyfully, brilliantly, lovingly. Namaste.